Hey guys, Chris here with the Unshakable Man, continuing our conversation about the 8 components of emotional awareness, or the 8 components of emotional fitness. We're moving into emotional balance. One of the ways that I notice we're able to work on our attunement or awareness of our emotional balance is that as we start to have these experiences within a men's group, we become more aware of our subtle body sensations and the shifts in the sensations on and in our body outside of the space. And simply being aware of that, realizing that an emotion is a physical sensation that's happening on and in the body, and not a feeling, which is the label of that emotional experience, or the story in our head that we get caught into as we try to escape that experience. So as we get more embodied, and as we allow ourselves to come into our body, and as this happens in the group with a group of other men, and then we move into the experience of our life outside of the group, we start to become more aware as the sensations in our body shift and change in the ebb and flow of our life. And then because of being in the group and having these opportunities to check in and to witness and to open and to guide, we are now starting to develop a level of emotional fitness, almost like going from being someone who doesn't identify as a runner and getting your first pair of running shoes, starting to run, not feeling like a runner, but then starting to get a hang of the process, right? And this is where the work that is done inside the space starts to integrate with our life, simply by starting to become more aware that the physical sensations happening on and in our body, our story in our head follows the state of the body. And it's our ability to be aware of the body that helps us start to become grounded and connected to the experience of our life as it is. Now, when you combine on top of this that we start to have an awareness of that there are no good or bad emotions, there's only constructive or destructive reactions to emotions, now we start to, instead of being so incredibly critical about the emotional experience that we're trying to have and maybe trying to shut it down, we can tend and befriend and start to allow these experiences to come up and on and in the body, and then to be released. And so this is one way that I think we start to become aware of our level of emotional balance. Instead of being so rigid and stiff, we start to be able to open and to be more dynamic and flexible. And when we are flexible, well, then we are unshakable. So I hope to see you in group.